Welcome back. And so this is the video for the midterm review questions, sheet one. So the first question goes, Nick wanted to determine the length of one blade of a windmill, picture below. Well, not really picture below. He stood at the point on the ground 440 feet from the windmill's base using surveyor's tools. Nick measured the angle between the ground and the highest point reached by a top blade and found it was 38.8 degrees. That's the angle elevation. He also measured the angle between the ground and the lowest point of the top blade, found to be 30 degrees. Determine and state the blade's length x to the nearest foot. Okay, so here we have this right triangle, and so actually a couple of right triangles, but here's a right angle here. And so we're going to call the total height, we'll call that y. And then we'll call the height from the lowest part of the I guess windmill, not including the blade, z. And so our basic idea would be to find x, x is equal to y minus z. So we are going to use a trig, and so here we'll find y first, and we know that we're going to have the angle elevation is 38.8 degrees. We're looking for y, the leg opposite of the angle, and we have the leg adjacent, so we're going to use tan. So we have here tan of 38.8 degrees is equal to y over 440, which means y is equal to 440 tan of 38.8. And then in the same way, we're going to find z. And again, let's use tan. The tan of 30 degrees is equal to z over 440. 40, it's 0, okay? And so from here, we know that z is equal to 440 tan of 30 degrees. So now we are going to calculate the value of x, and x is y minus z. So x is equal to 440 tan of 38.8 minus 440 tan of 30 degrees. Okay, so let's take our calculators and we're going to find the numerical value. And you're probably saying, well, do we need to find the value of y and z? Well, if we show this work, you know, we don't necessarily need to have the exact value. On our calculator, we have actually the equation. And so here it's we're doing 440 tan times 10 of 38.8 degrees. Close parenthesis. Oh, by the way, just to make sure we are in degree mode. Yes, we are. Okay, so quit that. All right, so now get to the end here. So we can find the numerical value, or we can keep going. We can keep going, and in this case, see if I can get to the very end here. Just take away 440 tan of 30 degrees. And this is y minus z. Well, so here, our x value would be 99.73, and what's the nearest foot? That would be, in this case, so x is equal to 99.7, or to nearest foot, 100 feet. So here we didn't need to use law of sines. We saw in this case 2 triangles, and our strategy was to find 2 measurements and subtract to find x. Our second question. In order to know how much seed to buy for a triangle plot of land, Kevin needs to know the area of the plot. The sides, the length of sides are 15 feet, 25 feet, and 30 feet. All right, so it's a triangle. We can construct a triangle here. All right, so here's one side, here's another side, and here's the extra side here. So, all right, and so here we're going to call this one 15 feet. Here's 15 feet. We'll make, I guess, this 20 feet and make this 25 feet. Okay? Oh, sorry, not 20 feet. 30, so one's 25 feet, one's 30 feet. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking of something else. Sorry. So 25 feet and 30 feet. Always double check your work too. All right, so find the measure of the smallest angle in the triangle to the nearest degree. So let me call the angle opposite the 30A. I'll call the angle opposite the 25B, and I'll call the angle opposite the 15C. So to find the measure angle C, it has to be the smallest angle because in this case, the smallest angle is always opposite the smallest side in a triangle. So we're going to use the law of cosines, but the other cosine formula, cosine of C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. And so now we're going to plug in the calculator, I guess, but it will be in this case 30 squared minus 25 squared, so plus 25 squared actually, minus 15 squared, all over 2 times 30 times 25. Well, let's bring a calculator to find this though. All right, so let's see, here's a calculator. And so we have 30 squared, so we'll do 30 squared, oops, sorry. Okay, 30 squared plus 25 squared minus 15 squared. And we get, in this case, 1,300. So we're going to put down 1,300 here. Okay, and now we're gonna find, in this case, 2 times 30. So 2 times 30 times 25. And we get 1,500. Okay, so it's 1,500. So the cosine of C equals this. We're going to use cosine -1, the inverse of cosine, of 1,300 over 1,500. And to find our angle measure to the nearest degree. So it's second cosine of 1,300 divided by 1,500. Now, could I divide out the zeros? Yeah, I could have. Be the same thing though. And we get 29.9, which will be approximated to 30 degrees. So approximately, so 29.9 approximates to 30 degrees. So this is part A. Okay, so let me put the 30 degrees here. Now for part B. Part B, we're going to try to find the area. And our area formula, so area formula, if we remember, area of a triangle using trig will be 1/2 AB sine of C. So here, 1/2 of 30 times 25 times the sine of 30 degrees. That's what we're doing for part B. And so we'll type in the calculator. So here we have, now 1/2 is 0.5, so I'll use 0.5 times 30 times 25 times the sine of 30 degrees, which I have to remember is half as well too. So we're going to get 187.5. So in this case, nearest square foot, so we have 187.5 basically comes out to nearest square foot, 188 square feet. So you can look forward to a couple of questions like this on your midterm coming up. Just be using the law of sines, the law of cosines, and definitely area triangle. So be aware of this now and look for the next video. If you found this video helpful, please give a like, and also leave your questions or comments below in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn notifications to find out when the newest video will be coming out. And you want to know that, especially for the next sheet I'm going to be giving to you guys for practice for midterm. Okay, in any case, hopefully it's helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.